Oh, hello. 5 years ago, Game Genic and I worked together to fund a Kickstarter to make the academic deck box, the deck box of my dreams. While obviously the goal of that Kickstarter was to make the box of my dreams a reality, I had another dream wrapped up in that Kickstarter. A dream to get enough funding to make my own gameplay show. And that show is Shuffle Up and Play. It's what made it possible. I'd actually had the desire to do my own gameplay show for some time, but the startup costs were beyond any I could ever hope to afford, especially back then. From equipment to lighting to sound to editing computers, building a gameplay show from the ground up was a monumental effort and cost. I also needed help from other people, from judges to camera and lighting operators, not to mention people capable of editing all of that footage together in a way that my English major trained self never could. So that was the ultimate goal of that Kickstarter for me, to fund a year of Shuffle Up and Play. And we got there, and we did it, and we have kept the show going now for 4 years. And that's all because of all of you. And now, here we are, but there's a big change coming as we enter the 5th year, something I want to talk to all of you about. But before I get to that, I do want to say that our Kickstarter for year 5 of Shuffle Up is live now, and we are so excited by what we have to offer this year as a thank you to all of our supporters. We have a special new token pack featuring some of our favorite guests from over the years. Check these out. This year we have Tappy Toe Claus, who has been here since episode 1 of Shuffle Up and Play, and our hero token, Gavin, our hero. There's also a poison counter in honor of my former Tolarian tutor herself, Carmen Klumperens, and her amazing Proliferate Cube that we got to play on an episode of Shuffle Up. Look, it's also Covert Go Blue as a bird. And we've got many more, including an all-foil Tolarian All-Stars reprint pack with Spice 8 Rack, Ristic Studies, Voxy Crim, and other guests from prior years. But what's really special, what I'm really proud of, is this, our Dark Steel limited edition coin, featuring Phil, the suit of Dark Steel plate armor that is in the background of every episode of Shuffle Up and Play. That's Phil right there. He's in every episode of Shuffle Up and Play, filling in the background, and now he's on our special coin. Featuring colored enamel mana orbs and etched with Phyrexian that probably says buy singles. Only 2,000 of these have been made, and each is serialized with its number in the production line. But there's also our limited edition Bright Steel Shuffle Up coin with only 1,000 made. And a limited edition rainbow foil version as well. Don't worry, it doesn't curl. It's made of metal. And we also have this Eternal Neon Dynasty coin, commemorating that with this Kickstarter's success, we will enter into the 5th dawn of our Shuffle Up dynasty. And this is all available right now on our Season 5 Kickstarter for Shuffle Up. From the tokens to the coins, these are actually really high quality coinage. It isn't like thin tin. I don't know if the microphone can hear this, but this is actual metal. We work with a coin manufacturer to get these produced. It's really high quality. About 15% of the funds from the Kickstarter go towards these rewards, and the rest funds all 26 episodes of Season 5, plus hopefully many bonus episodes and content. But why do we even need a Kickstarter at all? Can't we just make the show? Well, actually, no. The honest truth is that the cost of producing Shuffle Up and Play is something we simply cannot generate on our own through the normal channel operations. So we calculate what the cost is, and we're trying to raise those funds via Kickstarter. And just to give you an idea, picture this in your head. For each episode, we have to fly 3 guests out from anywhere in the world. And yeah, that sometimes means from overseas. Last year, we flew a fan out from Spain to be in one of our fan episodes. More about the fan episodes in a moment. But what do you think the average cost of 3 round-trip tickets from various locations adds up to being? And then each guest, of course, needs at least 2 nights accommodation in a hotel. We need to feed them, and most importantly, we need to pay them for their time. Our guests are coming out to do a job, and they're giving up days of their life, and yeah, they deserve to be paid for their skills and their time. And that's just the guests. For the shoot itself, we have our on-set judges, lighting and camera operators, sound engineer, director, making sure everyone is doing everything they need to be doing and doing it correctly. That's a big team behind the scenes. And yeah, again, everyone is paid fairly and fully for their time. And then an episode is going to take approximately 2 weeks of editing from our full-time editors to put everything together and make a completed episode. So what do you assume the total cost for all of that is going to be? And that's just for one episode. We do 26 of those per season, and we often put out bonus episodes as well. And not to mention that even though, yes, we have bought our equipment, a lot of times throughout the year, equipment can break or need to be replaced or repaired. And sometimes we do need to upgrade certain things. And there's a lot of cost involved in that as well. So yes, we do rely on the support from those who will buy these token packs and coins to help fund that season of Shuffle Up. And if you support our Kickstarter, you really aren't buying coins or tokens so much as you're pledging your support so that we can make season 5. The coins and tokens are our way of saying thank you. This is a sign that you helped make it happen. Another way for us to thank you is we're offering people who support the Kickstarter at any tier a Shuffle Up and Play fan audition ticket. It's a great way to help support all these enormous costs. And also, it gives you an opportunity to audition to be on an episode of Shuffle Up and Play. We've flown fans out to play with everyone from Mark Rosewater to Ristic Studies, and we're continuing the fan episodes into season 5. Honestly, they're some of the most fun I have is getting to meet and play with all of you. The full process is outlined on the fan audition page, but maybe you will get a chance to come out here and Shuffle Up and Play with me. And I don't know, who's your favorite guest from Shuffle Up that you'd want to meet? It could literally be one of your favorites, or it could be Krim. He's all right. Again, the ability to submit an audition to be on a fan episode is included with every tier of support. So if you get a coin or a token pack or both, then you will have the option to be picked to come Shuffle Up and Play with me each and every time we do a fan episode next season. I mentioned at the start of this video that a big change was coming this year, and I want to talk about that change now. And it's that with Season 5, we are going to be working with a few select Magic the Gathering related companies as essentially premium backers. Yes, at last, a sponsor, the first we have ever had on Shuffle Up and Play. Up until now, the Kickstarter was enough, but there were some years where it was pretty close, as the behind-the-scenes costs are just so enormous, and they keep growing. So this year, we really needed to bring in a little extra for support, stability, and the ability to keep going and growing this show. And that's why we are going to have a few of these premium backers. Yes, a sponsor, and one of them, I'm really pleased to say, is actually GameGenic. For years and years, throughout my own product reviews, GameGenic kept coming out on top with solid A grades. That's why when I wanted to create my own deck box, there really was just one company that I wanted to work with to bring something so special to life, and that company was GameGenic. And the Kickstarter for the academic is what allowed us to fund not only that first year of Shuffle Up and Play, but the enormous startup costs of equipment and staff to make the show a reality as well. And in that sense, really, GameGenic has been with Shuffle Up and Play since the beginning. So I think it is very fitting that starting with Season 5, GameGenic will be one of our premier backers. If ever there was a gaming accessories company to partner with for me, it would be GameGenic. Over the last 13 years of this channel, I have tested and reviewed every product that has ever hit the shelves, and no one consistently towered above the rest than GameGenic. So yes, I am excited and proud to be able to work together with GameGenic on this new season of Shuffle Up. But no, these sponsors are no way even close to covering the cost of production for this series. The Kickstarter is still what makes it happen, but it is a necessity we have finally hit. Any sponsor we work with, be it GameGenic or other, will always be someone from the Magic the Gathering community. A service or company that I personally use for my own Magic the Gathering needs, and it will be an organic shout out that never, and I really mean this next part, never interrupts gameplay. It's only going to be a couple sponsors, and each one will either be towards the beginning or end of an episode, and I also promise no more than 1 minute. The real sponsor remains you, the people who pledge to keep Shuffle Up and Play going and growing. So let's take a look at the full Kickstarter campaign and what awesome thank you rewards we are offering this year. If you do want to support us but don't care about getting a physical reward, you can support us at the $5 tier. At this tier and every other tier above it, you do get that fan audition ticket and can submit your audition to be on Shuffle Up and Play in Season 5. You only need to send in an audition tape once, and your video will go into a pool that will be selected from throughout all of Season 5. So if you don't get picked for the first fan episode, you've already submitted for the next and the next. For people who want to support us at the $36 tier, we have 3 different options of token packs for you to choose from. And yes, you can add any of these on to any purchase as well, so you can do a different tier and add on one of these packs. We have our Season 5 token pack with all new artwork by Andre Garcia, featuring some of our favorite guests. For the first time ever, you have the option to get this pack in non-foil or in foil. Same price, your choice. The third pack will be our all-star, all-foil reprint pack. Did you miss out on your chance to get Spice 8 Rack in previous Kickstarters, or do you just want Spice in foil? Well, now you've got that option with our all-star reprint pack. The tokens can be added in unlimited quantities for every reward tier, so you won't miss out if you choose one of the coin tiers. At $39 of support, you can get our limited edition bright steel coin. Only 1,000 of these are made, it's gold and silver, polished to a high shine. Definitely not infected. At $49, we have our really cool unlimited coin, the multicolored Eternal Neon Dynasty coin. If all you want is this coin, this is the tier to choose. But this coin can also be added onto any of the other coin or token tiers. It's unlimited. We are only making these for this Kickstarter, but we will print to demand, essentially. And you can add as many of them as you want to any tier, or just support at this tier. It's unlimited. At $59, we have our Rainbow Foil limited edition coin. This one is also serialized, and we are also only making 1,000. And as I said, the foil is guaranteed not to curl. At $69, nice, is our very special dark steel coin featuring Phil. This actually took us a couple years to be able to figure out how to produce something so intricate. It has multicolored enamel and it's just so cool. Limited to 2,000, this serialized coin is one of the coolest things we have ever been able to offer. We really hope you like it as much as we do. But what if you want all 3 coins? Can you get them? Yes, you can. For $167, you can get all 3 of our limited edition coins. And if you want to add on the 4th coin, or some tokens, or both, you can do that too. Obviously, the quantities of the serialized coins are limited, but token packs and the Eternal coin are unlimited. And for our largest donors, we want to make them a permanent part of not just Shuffle Up and Play, but of Tolarian Community College. And that is at the Honor Roll tier of $300, where you'll receive not only all 3 limited edition coins, but your name will go on a thank you plaque that will hang at TCC for as long as we are around. While the plaque and names are not necessarily visible on camera, we do hang these prominently at Tolarian Community College, and you'll know that all of our guests are going to be able to see your name and see the support you offered. Now, if we are lucky enough to reach our fundraising goal, we want to give you more, and we will with these stretch goals, many of which just mean bonus episodes, more Shuffle Up and Play for us to produce and you to enjoy. Before I go into those goals, I just want to say that in terms of these bonus episodes, one of the big changes coming in Season 5 has to do with non-magic content. Over the past 5 years, I've taken the opportunity to play a variety of different games on Shuffle Up, from Yu-Gi-Oh! To Flesh and Blood, to more recently with games like Riftbound, and I even have a board game episode slated for next year. But those non-magic episodes should not be what this Kickstarter is about. So going forward, when we talk about bonus content for Shuffle Up via this Kickstarter, we mean just Magic the Gathering episodes, and any episodes of Shuffle Up with non-magic content is just a bonus on top of that bonus. So to be clear, I'm still doing non-magic episodes of Shuffle Up. I really love doing them. I just want to find ways to fund them other than this Kickstarter, which comes from the Magic the Gathering community. And maybe we might even spin that off into a whole other series on a whole other channel or something like that eventually. But for the time being, I just want to have an episode where I play, I don't know, Dominion, and that's not going to be part of this Kickstarter. It's just going to be what I do for fun. Seven Wonders, anyone? Other games? Suggestions welcome. Okay, stretch goals. So if we hit our first one at 200,000, we will produce a bonus lost episode of Shuffle Up and Play. As you know from prior seasons, we often film episodes that we don't feel we can air for many reasons. If we hit this goal, we will dust off one of the better, funnier, off-the-hook ones, and we will produce it for you to watch and enjoy for your own amusement. At the next stretch goal level, every token pack we offer will get supersized, unlocking 2 additional tokens. So stay tuned to see if we can unlock bonus additional tokens, and if we do, they go in every token pack that's going out. If you already pledged, you don't have to do anything, you're just getting more because we hit our stretch goals. At the next stretch goal level, it's another Shuffle Up and Play with fans. That's right, more fan episodes where we fly a fan out to our studio for an episode with us. Everyone who supports the Kickstarter can audition, and we will choose fans to come play with us. Above that, we'd like to be able to release and produce another lost episode. And then our final stretch goal is just for yet another fan episode to get to play with as many of you as possible. And finally, and most importantly, I really don't want anyone to support this Kickstarter if it is a hardship for you in any way. We do this with those people who have the ability to support and make this show possible so that everyone can enjoy. There should be no guilt or feelings of obligation. I don't want that. I want to be able to bring this show to everyone for free like we always have. This is just a way to maybe pick up a special coin that says you were a part of making that possible for everyone. And I thank you. And I thank everyone for watching. Your attention is the real gift, the real support. So thank you. To be honest, having done Tolarian Community College for 13 years now, 13, I don't know that I would have kept going if it wasn't for Shuffle Up. There were many years, year 9 of this channel, I was still all alone in here. And now I get to fly out some of the most amazing people in this community, friends and people who become friends. It really is one of the best experiences that I get. I hope that watching it brings you as much joy as making it is for me. And for everyone who is a part of making that happen, enabling that to happen, or just sitting and watching and sharing with friends of your own, thank you. And here's to season 5.